Namaste to you and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. My name is Evalena and it's a great pleasure, a great privilege to be here with you. So good to take a mindfulness break in your day. This practice of mindfulness really is a way to invite us into this moment, to come here now. And with this practice, it's a way to really land, right? To work on the body, the mind, the breath coming to one place, to open ourselves up, to be adaptable to what is happening. Darwin has a thought around that, and he said that it is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. So this practice of mindfulness is a way for us to kind of prepare our body, to prepare our minds, our breath, to be present in whatever is happening. So go ahead and find your seat. You can sit down on the ground. You can join me here if that's a comfortable place for you. You can sit up in a chair if you want to stay seated, rooting yourself down, and take a moment to come, right? You can spread your seat, working to clarify foundation, to working to create a space for the breath to start to open and move through your body. So sit nice and tall. Right? There's a physicality to this, right? You feel your pelvic floor muscles, you feel the strength of your spine, and then the rest of the body relaxes and softens around this form, this foundation that you come to. And just take a moment to connect to your breath, deep breathing in. Take it in through your nose and then go ahead and exhale it out through your mouth, emptying. As you do that, let your chin drop down to your chest and go ahead and inhale through your nose and lift up. Your chest is lifting, your collarbones are nice and open, and empty and exhale through your mouth, releasing. This is a pranayama practice. Inhale through your nose. It's really a wonderful way to come here now. Just to start this practice of mindfulness. Exhaling, drop your chin to your chest. And keep going like that. Inhaling, rising up, chin lifts. The breath is through the nose on the inhalation. Feel the openness, the space you're creating here. And then as you release, as you exhale that breath, empty it out through your mouth and empty into all that space that is created on that in-breath. So just continue like this, inhaling up. Opening, expanding, exhale, emptying through your mouth. Release. Let's do two more just like that. Inhale through the nose, lifting up. You can feel the expansion, right? Your lungs expanding and adapting as you bring the breath into the body. As you exhale, surrendering here, emptying. Keep the chin down now. Take a breath in through your nose. Once more through the mouth. And now start to take some rolls of the head, opening up. So you can go really softly into this. Don't force this at all. Letting your left ear drop to the left shoulder, the right ear to the right shoulder. So go slow. Spine is nice and tall here as you're exploring. You can change directions. Opening up. So the strength is required, right? The foundation. We worked with that last time we met. And now we're from that strength, from that center, that foundation, you can really start to open and expand. The body gets nice and soft, flexible, pliable, adaptable to the motion, to the movement. Keep your chin down again. Shrug your shoulders way up to your ears and drop your shoulders down. Take your arms out to the side. Keep them there for a moment and literally unwind the shoulders. So we're taking the hands and turning palm up and then turn the other arm in the opposite direction. Just take a moment here. Again, as you're moving here, you're getting a little bit more space in the body, right? You're opening up. You feel the strength through the chest, through the top, the shoulders opening right out to the tips of the fingers. Drop the left hand on the ground and take that right arm way up and over the side bend. The side body is opening. Deep breath in and empty it out. Go ahead and bring that right arm back up. Take the arms again out in line with your shoulders. A little bit more unwinding here. But bending the elbows helps you to get into the joints a bit. So you can really kind of open, creating space, right? We're adapting to this moment. So right hand down, left arm up and over. Big stretch here, open space in the body, deep breathing in. And deep, deep mindful breathing out. So we use the combination here. Inhale, rising back up. We're using movement. Start to circle now in the shoulders. And we're using our breath, right? Inhaling one direction, the other direction. Good, you can slow that movement down. Take the hands back behind you. If you're on the ground, you can walk your hands back and turn your fingers towards your hips. Go ahead and drop the feet down onto the ground. If you're in a chair, you just kind of reach back to the base of the chair there. And then inhale, puff your chest. Wherever you are, press down into the ground. You can lift your hips just a few inches off the ground. Lift your chin. You can let your head drop back. Exhale, drop yourself right back down. We're going to do this twice more. So feel how much space you're creating there. The shoulder blades are opening. Chest is nice and full in through your nose and emptying. Once more, down, you press down into the ground, and then with the breath, the body opens and expands. You start to stretch and lengthen. Exhale and release. Good. Wherever you are, reach your legs forward. Keep the heels down onto the ground, right? Keep the heels down onto the ground. Take a little bit of a forward bend here. Reach your arms all the way up. Keep awareness at your pelvis. So as I come forward, you feel your ribs pushing against your thighs as you come forward. And then you can reach out and grab the outer edges of your feet. If you're in a chair, you might just grab your shins here and get a good stretch through the back of your body. You can even start to straighten the legs a bit, trying to create a little length in the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Let your head drop and continue your mindful breathing practice in through your nose. Right back out through your nose. Deep, full breaths. And feel the body adapting to this energy, right? So you're really working. Your hands are against, again, your ankles or the outer edges of your feet. And you can pull back even as you reach forward, and the muscles, the body will expand and adapt to this energy, to this effort, and deep breathing in and out. This is also just a really beautiful stretch for your lower back, the back of your legs. And then gently rise back up. Good. Shrug your shoulders. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. I like to make myself comfortable by putting something underneath the knees. If you want to pad up, I have a little blanket there. You can use a towel or something. Hands underneath your shoulders, right, on all fours here, and start to flow with your breath. We're going to come into the cat and cow postures. Inhale, you look forward, chest is open, and exhale and round. And just keep moving like this. Let the mindful breath, right, that aware, awake breath, guide your movement here. So as you inhale, you're forward, you're spacious, tailbone is lifting, a good stretch for the lower back, and then exhaling and rounding and letting go. In and out. This is really helping our spine to stay flexible, to stay adaptable to the movements, to the stresses, right, that we experience every day just in our daily lives, whether it's in the physical body or the mental body, right? Being aware, awake in your breath, right? A mindful practice can really help us to adapt. Go ahead and start to freestyle. I'm having some hip things, so moving into your hips, if that feels comfortable, the lower back. It's going to circle around, have a little fun here in your body. Breathing. Be curious as to what arises, right? Some places might feel really spacious, open, flexible. And then other areas of the body might feel a bit tense or tight. Maybe they're blocked. Just to explore, experience, breathing in, breathing out. Coming to a child's pose now. If you're on the ground here, you can widen your knees and sink your hips back. If you're in a chair, if you want to sit back in a chair again, you can sit down and take a really resting, soft forward bend, just draping your body over top of the legs. And take a moment here. The mindfulness of your breath. You're very aware of your breath, moving in, moving out. You can relax your jaws. You're here. I had my hands stacking one on top of the other, and the forehead is resting there. You can take this time, this moment, to massage the forehead by turning the head very softly from side to side. You get a little massage in the front of the eyebrows, the forehead there. Letting go, breathing in, breathing out. Good, finding your way. Go ahead and crawl your hands forward. If you're in the chair, you can start to come upright. So if you're on the ground, really walk your hands forward. Really walk your hands forward. Go ahead and come up onto your knees. Draw the knees underneath you. Tuck your toes, and we're going to come to a downward facing dog shape. If you're in a chair, you might come to stand and take a forward bend. That's where we're going to end up here. In a downward facing dog, play with the stretch, play with the legs through the back of the legs, play here for a moment, keep breathing. You can pedal out your feet, stretch into the back of the legs, feel the energy flowing. As you're ready, you can go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet. And if you're standing, we're going to meet in a standing forward bend. We're already going to come there, releasing down into a forward bend. Keep your knees rather soft. This will give you space in that lower back, opening, head and neck are relaxed here. Breathing in, breathing out. As you're here, hands can be on your shins or down onto the ground. Maybe play with the weight distribution on your feet. You can push forward into the heels and then go up onto the balls of the feet. Feel the lengthening, right? The opening. The idea of flexibility and adaptability, right? Opening ourselves up to what is in this moment. Twisting here. Take the left hand to the right shin. Right arm goes straight up to the sky. Keep the spine long. So the crown of your head is reaching forward. So nice and strong. Straighten that right leg. Feel the stretch through the shoulder, the spine, the side body. Exhale, release right back down. Take a breath in through your nose and empty through your mouth. Let's go to the other side. This time the right hand to the left shin, left arm up, up, up. Big twist. Chest is open. Collarbones are wide. Crown is reaching forward. It doesn't go towards that left shoulder. It goes straight out the center. Keeping length in the spine, opening yourself up. Deep breathing. Exhale and gently release right back down. Again, length through the back of the legs. Use your breath and slowly, gently roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Slow and steady as you rise. Good. Shrug your shoulders as you come up. You take your feet out wider than your hips. So you're pretty wide here. Be comfortable in your stance. It doesn't have to be your widest open space here. Take your arms and reach them again alongside your shoulders and some circles. See if you can coordinate the movement. Again, deep breathing. Palms could be facing forward. Go in one direction, take the arms in the opposite direction. Nice. Keep the arms out in line with your shoulders. You might even take a look at your hands, one hand and the other. See if the arms are nice and even there. One arm is not dropped down further than the other. Opening yourself up, lift up onto the ball of the left foot and turn that foot out. And then start to bend that left knee. Breathing. I'm going to take my right leg back a bit. So opening up, look over that left hand. And go and expand and adapt, right? The body filling up with your breath, the muscles opening, lengthening, adapting to this form, this shape. Use your breath. Go ahead and straighten that left leg. Good. Turn the left foot in. Turn your right foot out. Nice and strong. Keep your arms in line with your shoulders. Go ahead and bend that right leg. Keep breathing. I'm walking my left leg back a bit. A warrior two position. And again, feel the body opening, expanding. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Use your breath. Go ahead and straighten that right leg. Turn the right leg in. Slip the hands back behind you. Interlace your fingers or rest your hands on your back body. Lift your chest, right? Chest is open. You're adapting again to this form and shape. It's the upper chest opener. Your throat is open. Bend your knees as you come forward, coming forward into a forward bend. Just go halfway down. Reach, look down now, look down. See if you can lengthen the four sides of your neck. Bend your knees a bit and pull your hips back. A good stretch for the lower back. Keep going now. You're going to slowly lower the crown of the head towards the earth as you lift your arms towards the sky. And breathe. In and out. Now I'm starting with my leg bent. You can play with straightening those legs. Big breath in and out. So adaptability, flexibility, these beautiful bodies, right? We move in, we open ourselves up, reach your arms out to the side and then gently drop your arms down to the ground. You can walk your hands forward. So it's like a wide-legged downward facing dog here. Open up. Nice full breath. Shake your head yes and no. You sense any tension at your shoulders and your jaw, your mouth. Let it go, right? Give it an invitation to roll out through the arms, down into your hands, and then gently release it. Just let it move through you. Again, the mindfulness practice, we adapt, we open. Really good for the well-being, right? The well-being. Press down into the ground and then slowly roll yourself all the way up. Coming up nice and slow. Steady, shrug your shoulders. Good. Touch your fingers one to the other and then heel toe, your feet in. Your feet land right underneath your hips. With your fingers just touching, the tips of your fingers touching, bring your thumbs to your sternum, to your chest. Close your eyes for a moment. And breathe deeply. In through your nose and right back out through your nose. There's a clarity, there's a mindfulness here in this moment. Really nice. Go ahead and shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. Just opening yourself up a bit. Good. We're going to go back down now onto the ground. And again, we'll come to a forward bend here. So I'm going to sit up. I have that little blanket that I used for my knees. I'm going to sit up on that. That's kind of nice for my pelvis if you have something to sit up on. Not necessary. Bent knees again. Legs are out in front of you. Put your hands back behind you for a moment. Lift your chest. So there's quite a lot of energy here. Pelvic floor muscles are strong. Chest is lifted. Lift your heart. Lift your chin. Keep all of that space. Float the arms out to the side and then float the arms up to the sky now. Hinging forward again. See if you can feel the ribs on your thighs. Walking your hands around the soles of your feet, the outer edges if you have your feet, or your shins, wherever you are. And then go ahead and expand. You can start to straighten the legs, relax your head. Deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling this forward bend, a yogic posture. to really help us to know that we're just where we need to be this moment, right? We can't rush the moments. We can't take them away. We can't reverse them. It's this moment, right? Here we are, practicing our mindfulness, practicing the experience of sensation as we're here, right? Feel it. Breathe in and breathe out. Go ahead and gently rise back up. And a little shrug of your shoulders. Bend your right leg and give your right leg a little swing, right? So now if you want to go back up onto your chair, you can do that if you wish. You can stay here with us on the ground and move the hip around. You can drop ankle to knee, keep the right foot very flexed. Now you can stay here with that left leg extended, or you can bend that left leg and see what happens. So this pose is a fire log pose, Agni Sadhasana. And you might have a big lift in your leg there. That's okay if that's happening, if you're comfortable there, right? You can put something between it if you wish, or just be here, hands alongside your hips. Feel sensation, right? The outer hips are talking to me quite a lot here as I'm breathing. And be aware, right, of the places you can release, you can let go. Arms out to the side, keep the chest, the heart lifted. Bring your arms forward, bend your elbows, your palms can face back behind you, and then hinge forward again. Maybe you can walk your elbows in front of your shins or just rest your hands right there very lightly on top of your legs. Let your head hang heavy. Nice full breathing in and out. This is a pose, a physical posture that I often bring into my practice. Our Western culture, right? Gently lift ourselves up. We spend a lot of time in a seat. Most of us have these tight hips. Go ahead and unwind that. You can circle that leg around a bit. Extend the right leg, reach for the left shin. Give it a little swing. So it's nice, regularly, right, to practice these poses mindfully, right? So you spend a moment or two here, lift up the chest, nice and strong. Again, you can just stay here with one leg, or if you want to take the two, keep that left foot nice and flexed. Sometimes I just have to take a moment to arrive into it. My body automatically kind of resists this stretch. So you can utilize the breath practice to move into the body, to adapt to this sensation, to this challenge. Arms out to the side. These physical postures we get into, arms forward, elbows bent, and then hinge forward. So these shapes and forms are based on the Hatha Yoga forms, right? Ancient practice. Good for the body. Helps the body to adapt, to open, breathe, and be here, right, to this moment. In and out. Let go here, let go. Beautiful, and then slowly, gently come up, shrug your shoulders. Roll the head and neck around and take the legs out now. Again, you can be in a chair as you're here. So a little bit of a wide-legged, one more time, forward bend here. The heels are down into the ground and just flowing forward, reaching for your ankles, your shins, and even get the inner edges of your feet. And hinging and rounding forward. Let your head hang heavy. Opening up. So we work the physical body, work to create flexibility, move from that strength of center in our core. And it changes from day to day, from moment to moment. As the weather begins to shift and change, right? Some days it's cooler, the body responds. Some days it's a little bit warmer. Gently roll yourself up. Constantly being challenged to adapt and shift. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders. And then we come to the mindfulness meditation moment. So go ahead and prepare a seat. So we've taken some time to pay attention, to practice the breath. We've paid attention, we practiced some movement in our body. And now this is kind of the flourish, the really sweetness of this mindfulness practice is to be able to sit steady and comfortable. Right, so take a moment to prepare this. You're sitting upright. Again, you can be in a chair. Spine is nice and tall, belly is strong. And the rest of the body relaxes here. Let's take the hands today. We'll take a mudra, taking the dominant hand. In my case, it's my right hand falling into the palm of the left hand. And just gently touch your thumbs. So the arms are quite relaxed here. Tips of your thumbs are touching. It helps you to focus and stay here now. So here now, the mindfulness meditation. And we begin with cultivating our awareness just of this moment by using the awareness of our breath, by practicing this, right? We've worked through kind of the mechanical, physical part of the practice, the body. Now we come here to begin to practice and train the mind to be here in itself, mindful. So focus completely and solely on your breath. And sense the breath flowing in through the nostrils, making its way into the lungs and into the stream of your blood, into the toes, into the tips of your fingers. You're aware of your breath. You're aware of your body. You feel foundation. You can sense, right? The hips, the legs. You feel the tips of your thumbs touching. The awareness is here. Bring your awareness from the body now just to the space right between your eyebrows. And just experience this moment open and free. And just notice things just as they are. You're not trying to change or shift or invite a story or invite a thought in, just being here. Your focus between your eyebrows, your focus, the tips of your thumbs. The focus just on your breath. Start to intentionally now deepen your breath, right? So you feel it coming in. Feel how the ribs lift, how the chest rises as you bring the breath in, as you empty. Moving into all of that beautiful space, right? Adapting to this moment of mindfulness. And try to keep still. You can let your eyes open if they were closed and just take in the room for a moment without moving your head. Just see what's in front of you. See to the sides, to the ceiling and to the floor, and even what's behind you. See if you can feel and see and experience that. Take another breath, fill all the way up, and this time empty, drop your chin to your chest. Bring your hands together now in front of your heart. Take a moment, part of our practice of mindfulness, right? Adapting, creating flexibility, and sitting in gratitude, right? To and for our beautiful bodies for this moment. Take another breath in and exhale and empty it all. Namaste to you. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this practice this day. Again, my name is Evalena. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I wish you an amazing day. Enjoy your mindfulness practice throughout your day. Right? Just coming here to the moment. Really wonderful place to be. So thank you all. Namaste.